North jailed for life, the killer who murdered in cold blood.
With the latest on the Labour MP thrown out of Parliament after filling her erection expenses. Did I say erection? I didn't.
I don't know about you, but when I want to keep my mind off sex, I just think of sports.
Now to the New York Mets. They wasted Alex Ochoa's first big league homer and suffered their third straight loss 6-4 to Philly last night. Pete Harnisch on the mound for the Mets tonight, looking for his first win since way back on June 1st.
As if getting salmonella from chicken wasn't enough to worry about.
Professor Hugh Pennington has warned that at least a third of uncooked chickens on sale in the UK are contaminated. He claims they contain an orgasm. Oh my God!
Now this next report is about a church building a tall new tower.
You've managed to get your spire. Are you sure you can get it up?
Well, I think...
Cut. I'd better rephrase that.
The tighter you hold it...
Okay, they're making sausage. That's just asking for it.
If you hold it tight, it'll get bigger.
You can't say things like that, right?
There we go.
And while we're on the subject of sausage...
Hey, here's some popcorn for you. I'll let you nibble on part of my hot dog, too, if you're...
Second baseman, Kevin Gutzor.
Sorry, we have to cut that.
The actor has a natural feel for the part.
Oh, later, Kev.
And if he's lucky, he gets to feel those parts twice.
Sorry.
Fine by me.
They've got a very different form of reproduction where they have to carry a large load for about a year, but it appears to be free, all tied up with a fishing net, and the things occur within those
The EPA.
But what's really impressed everyone here in Bewdley is just how quickly the men from the Environment Agency have managed to get it up. Let's not do that.
3, 2, 1. Ready?
If you think that's ladylike, listen to the masculine sneeze coming from this guy.
Whee!
I think that's a problem.
I go harbor this morning. I'm sorry, there's a pig running around.
Only on the KUSI Morning News.
I can't finish.
Oh, sorry. Total meltdown. Back to me.
Sorry.
Here we go. It's all right.
Like pig.
Well, that's what pigs generally...
3, 2, 3, 2, 1.
You know what I admire most about news people? They've got nerves of steel.
Lord, my pager just went off. This is why I don't wear the damn things, because they scare the
And dirty minds. I like that part, too.
It wasn't good for you because it was good for me.
Sometimes a news reporter's slip-up can be very revealing, like this Halloween story.
What do you used to dress up as? Anything that I could find in my mother's drawers, just to...
Whoa, well, that's another story for another time.
The mark of a good journalist is to make the news interesting. And for her story on breast implants, I'd say this reporter has done her job.
Hundreds of women are still taking a chance on implants in search of that perfect figure.
Oh.
For a story on unusual boats, a reporter's loss of mouth control turns into birth control.
A competitive day for a group of racers in Portland, but it's the contraceptions they were using that drew much of the attention.
And the contraptions. The crowds of people gathered to watch the dragon boat races. And that's our news, sports, and weather. We'll see you again at 11.
Good night, everybody.
This female reporter thinks that what she's wearing might be too revealing.
I could see my brow when I looked up, but then again, it's so small and insignificant, none of you.
Which results in her co-anchor making a tiny revelation of his own.
Would you like to see my underpants? If we're talking about small and insignificant.
One thing you don't get these days is a lot of sexy stories out of the Middle East.
The harsh conditions in the Saudi desert have created numerous problems. One of the biggest ones, sand and grit getting into the servicemen's rifles. But some American ingenuity and the problem was solved.
We got a letter. Could we send condoms to put over top of the guns to keep the dust or the sand out so that the guns would be functional?
So the Safetex company is going to be sending thousands of condoms to the Gulf, and they are for gun use only. Okay, we're not going to snicker here because we're all adults, and we know how serious it is getting a little grit, you know, in your firing mechanism. Okay.
The government has many policies on paper to improve the law. What's it doing?
When the mic slips down this woman's blouse...
Your mic's dropped off, Susan.
Hang on, I'll get it.
Where's it gone, Susan?
This guy is a little too quick with his hands.
Warm hands, that's a secret.
An erection.
Things a man gets? Things that excite you?
A starched shirt.
Things that are stiff?
Just a couple of things before we go on. Richard and I will be going live on our website for a chat with you tonight. So we'll start taking your questions at that address there soon after 6. 6.
So here we have the finished article. Spiced almonds. You can make this with any sort of nuts or a mixture of nuts.
What happens on the air on this cooking show is pretty lame. But apparently what happens on the set during the commercial break...
So while you go for the break, I'm going to have a nibble of Chris's nuts.
...is awesome.
You got it. That was the setup.
And here's a report on the Viral Young Men report outside the Prime Minister's house points out just how impressive holiday decorations can be.
Excellent, excellent. Massive balls, aren't they? Absolutely.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, there is, it's incredibly big.
Sometimes I just feel I'm being led down the path to disaster.
To be a good host, your audience should feel that you can relate to their needs.
On sex in your relationships, do you have enough, or would you like some more? And we're... Sorry, that sounds very rude, but it's... I'm sorry. It's you, Jane. This has done it again. Oh, dear. Sorry, just... Are you going to...
Can we get a little more light on Al here?